Hello everyone. This is my third lecture on economics second chapter sectors of Indian economy. Here we will be studying about employment. Before that, let me say you that in India till today more than 50% people are engaged in primary sector, and in GDP calculation the primary sector contributes only to 15 to 20% share. So let's study why there is so less share contributed from the primary sector in spite of 50% of people engaged in this sector. So it's because of the following reason. The first is because the number of people employed in the primary sector do not contribute to more production. More people are working in the primary sector than required. So, if some are removed, the production will not be affected. This is called as disguised unemployment. That means they seem to be working, but the extra people do not contribute to more production. That is disguised employment or unemployment. Disguised unemployment or employment is also called as underemployment. So now we will study how to create employment. There are many suggestions for it. First one is the government should invest in primary and secondary sector by increasing irrigation, transportation facilities by which production can be increased and the problem of disguised employment can be solved. The second solution is the government should promote tourism, and by this the employment can be generated and the facilities can be increased. But these are all long term solutions. Let me see you what are the short term solutions. Then we see that in 2005 the government has implemented NREGA, that is National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Here, people are granted 200 days of assured employment, and if the government fails to do so, then the unemployment allowance is given. So, this scheme covers more than 200 districts. This is all about employment. Now we will study about organized and unorganized sector. So let us explain or let us make a differentiation of organized and unorganized sector. In organized sector, this sector is recognized or registered by the government, whereas unorganized sector is not registered by the government. The second difference is the terms of employment in an organized sector is regular, whereas in unorganized sector it is not regular. The third difference is that Factory Act and Minimum Wage Act are followed in organized sector, whereas in unorganized sector this no rules of the government are followed. The fourth one is that in organized sector, the employee gets benefits like fixed working hours, paid leave, health facility, and job security, whereas no such benefits are given to the employee in the unorganized sectors. So let us give some example of organized sector. The examples of organized sectors can be banks, hospitals, school, etc. The example of unorganized sectors can be shopkeeper when in a shop, the shop workers, vendors, etc. So it is very much important to give protection to the workers of unorganized sector. Now let us talk about the difference between public and private sector. So public sector is controlled and managed by the government, whereas the private sector is controlled and managed by an individual or a firm. Second is the main aim of public sector is public welfare, whereas the main aim of private sector is to maximize the profit. The third difference in public sector is that this sector provides basic facilities like education, health, food, and security, Whereas in the private sector, this sector provides consumer goods to the people. So let's give some example of public sector. The examples are Indian Railways, BSNL, etc. And the examples of private sectors are Reliance, Tisco, etc. So this was all about the chapter sectors of the Indian economy. So let's have a quick recap of this chapter. We had studied about three sectors, that is primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. We had also studied how final goods and services are helped or used in calculating GDP. Then we had studied about the importance of tertiary sector. Then we studied about employment opportunities. Then we studied about how some measures are taken by the government to improve the sectors. Then we studied the difference between organized and unorganized sector and the difference between public and private sector. I hope this chapter is clear to everyone. So please read for the NCERT books in details for a better understanding. That's all. Have a good day.